So as I begin blending the background, I am using the sky blue color. I'm using a yellow sunset gold, and I'm using a canyon orange. So all of these come in your paint kits. Hi, thank you for stopping in. I am doing one of my art kits, and my art kits come with everything you need. They're pre-packaged with specific step-by-step directions. The paint, napkin, plate, apron, 3 brushes, everything you need but a cup of water comes in my art kit. And so I'm just enjoying this day. It's raining here in Georgia, and I'm just out in my little art studio out here painting. And this is the painting that one of my kits, and this is what I'll be painting today um, during this live. Hope you're having a good day. Tell me where you're from. I kind of do like crisscross motions when I'm painting, and I'm just going to go in between the yellow and the blue to kind of make a muted background. This is not just a, oh, thank you. Chicago. Oh, great. I have never been to Chicago, but would love to go. Um, y'all, how's the weather up there? I always think of when I think of Chicago, I think it's gonna be cold all the time, but I imagine y'all get pretty warm weather up there as well. We've been in the 90s here in Georgia. We getting some effects, I think, from that hurricane out in the Atlantic. It's been really hot. Yeah, it's been hot here. I don't know about how it is up there, but it is so humid here. Um we have to kind of deal with that humidity a lot, but what I'm doing is just kind of going back and forth, and the kits, they give you specific directions on how to do this. I when I write them out, they're detailed. They tell you step 1, it'll tell you which brush to use. So these make really good just anybody. These are adult kits. I guess you could a teen or somebody could do it, but I make art kits, and I also do paint parties, and that's kind of, I'm a retired school principal, and I've been doing these paint parties and things for about 4 years now, and just really enjoy it. The fun thing about these, though, is you can get creative. I mean, I give you the specific directions, but you can come in and make it any way you want. I mean, if you didn't want to have a background that's like this, and every time I've painted this one, I do it a little different. But if you didn't want to do your background that's way, you wouldn't have to. But um, for those who are wanting to learn how to paint, I just give you those step by step directions. Now, if you look in, thank you so much. If you look in my shop, you'll see I'm just getting started. So this is the first week I've done this online, but I have already uploaded, I think it's 50 something different designs in there. And so they're great for individual use, or if you want to say you and a friend purchase a kit and have like a paint night, or I've had businesses to purchase them and kind of do like morale boosters in businesses, churches will get them, and the directions are so detailed, that you don't have to have me there with you. But I'm just coming in and just kind of doing back and forth motions. I'm just adding in these colors and kind of blending in between with some white. And I really like the way this background looks, though. I like the way I think it's pretty. And I'll hold my brush up straight like this to kind of outline around the outside of that pumpkin, to kind of keep from going in on the line, which we're going to be painting that brown, so it really won't matter. But I like to talk to you about the details of how to hold that brush and just kind of see what a straight line I can get there by holding it up. But just come in and add the colors you want. You can you actually you will get a color photo of the picture with the kit, so you can do it just like mine or similar to mine if you feel like you need that assistance. Or if not, you can just be bold and branch out and do it how you want to do it. But I am not a professional artist, but I I think the Lord's blessed me with a little bit of talent. So once I retired, I started doing this, and I realized that I did have a little bit of talent with it. So I have sold some commission art, but I started doing these paint kits and doing paint parties with women, and have just fallen in love with it and met so many nice people. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. We are painting a sample of one of my art kits, and I have about 50 something different designs in my shop. This is my first week doing this online. This is one of the kits, and this is the one I'm painting right now. So when you purchase your kit, you get a pre-traced canvas, um, and you get all the paint you need to paint. You get 3 brushes. You get specific detailed written directions. And let me see, I'll pull one here. I've got a sample of one that I've got over here. I can show you, like, for instance, my barn painting. It This one here, it walks you through with pictures step by step of how to paint that painting. So it says paint sky light blue and white, alternating colors. I mean, it tells you directly what to do and shows you step by step. So all of my kits come with those detailed directions. You get a plate, a napkin, and you get an apron, and so all you need is actually just a cup of water to sit down and paint these. So they make great gifts, even. They are fun just for someone who is needing a hobby, um, or a girls' night. Let's grab some paint kits and let's have a paint night or a paint and sip. Um, so this is pretty fun. Um, um, is that G? Where are you from? Thank you for joining us today. Um, but what I'm doing is just coming in and kind of layering my background here, and I'm doing a different background. You could swap it up if you didn't want to do it like mine. And like I said, I've painted this painting so many times in paint parties that I've done, and every time my background's different. This one I'm doing it more streaked than I did this one here. I like to change it up, but you can use my picture that will be in the kit and do it like mine, or you can get creative and just kind of swap up the designs if you want. So, just working on my background right now. I'm using I like deco art. That's what I usually put in my kits. This is sunset gold. I'm using a turquoise blue, like a sky blue, and I'm using a canyon orange. And just coming in and working on the background before I start on my pumpkin. So just coming in, kind of making back and forth motions, laying down like one of the colors, then coming in beside it with one of the other colors, and then kind of taking that white and going in between just to give it some highlights. So really no magic here, but just giving you some guidelines if you're interested in learning how to paint, um, and just kind of making it your own. But like I said, I have got a lot of fall designs that are in those kits in my shop. Um, There are a lot of Christmas and just generic designs like florals or whatnot in there as well. So, and two, when you paint, you can always come around on the side and paint your kits, or if you're going to frame them, you don't have to do the sides. I always go to Hobby Lobby. They have, I went today and had to purchase some, but they have they're hanging like on hooks. They're the canvas frames, and in my Hobby Lobby, they're back where like the lamps are. Um, and they're hanging on like hooks, and I had to buy some 16 by 20s today, but you would just buy 11 by 14 and you can pop it in it and frame it, and it looks really pretty. A lot of my designs they look really good framed. Um, you want to be careful when you're painting this one though, that you put down a color, and then you don't blend it too much, because see, if I keep blending the turquoise and the yellow together, I'm going to get more of a green, and I want to keep those distinct colors um, in my background. I don't want to necessarily include green. I'm okay in the little areas where they lapse over like that, but I want to make sure that I do see right here how it kind of right in here how it kind of turns green. I'll probably come in here with a little white and just kind of come in with that and just work that in. And then you can come around on the sides and and paint those if you want. So yeah, it rained here. I live near Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters golf tournament is. So I've been into Augusta today, and I had to go to Hobby Lobby for some art things, and um, wanted to come back and do some painting. So I thought, well, I'll just hop on. This is my first week with Whatnot, and I'm selling art kits. I'll show you real quick again what the art kits look like. They come to you pre-packaged, everything you need but a cup of water. So you get specific directions, you get step by step with pictures in phases of how I painted it. You get all the paint you need, you get 3 brushes, plate, you get napkin, you get an apron, everything you need but a cup of water is in the kits. Hey Sully, hello, welcome. Dee Dee Frog ASAP. Welcome, welcome in. Where y'all from? Put a little note in the comments. Like I said, I live near Augusta, and I have been over there today getting art supplies, and this is one of my actual kits here. This is the pumpkin kit, and when you purchase this kit, you will get everything you need to paint it. It will come pre-traced, just like this one right here, and you will get written detailed directions on how to paint this kit. And when you finish, you will have your own little masterpiece. So I'm working on the background right now, and then I'm going to be working on um, the actual pumpkin. So happy y'all are joining me today. I am I am a new grandmother. And they went to Augusta with me today, and my daughter and my little grandson Luke, and he's 2 months old, and um, they went with me over there to get my art supplies, and we just got back, and I just wanted to come out here and do some painting and thought I would hop on. I'm still learning how to do this whatnot stuff, so thank you for joining me today. It makes it nice to have somebody to talk to. I am a talker. I can talk your head off, and I am. You can tell I'm definitely from the South because I got that Southern accent. I'm really from Mississippi, but I've been in Georgia for about 30. Let's see, with my husband and I, we've been married 35 years. So I've been over here 36 years. And, but anyway, hey, Stephanie, welcome in. Holly, welcome. I am selling pre-made art kits for adults. These are great if you want a hobby. All of my kits come pre-packaged and they have everything you need but a cup of water. This is the stacked pumpkin one here. I don't think I've added this one yet, but this one is you see the step by steps. Number one, paint background with black. Use a crisscross pattern, rinse and dry brush. It tells you specifically what to do. You get 3 brushes, paint, napkins, plate, apron, and everything is inside there for you to paint. And a girls' night, it's fun to get these. Um, get you a glass of wine or a glass of tea or something, and just sit down and have a fun night of just painting. And if you don't know how to paint, this is a great way to learn. It actually teaches you. My directions are so good. They just really tell you exactly what you need to do and how to do it. And I have painted this one so many times. I actually have a paint party next month with this design here too. And so I've painted it several times. And every time I do it a little different. And so don't feel like you're so locked in to that design. This one, you can tell here my background's a little bit different. Here I've decided to do it more at an angle, like this maybe the rays are coming down this way. That's just kind of my little playing around this afternoon. But you just kind of take the directions and don't be afraid to just jump right in and try it. So if you want to look in my shop, go in and just look at the different designs. There are some really pretty ones. I've got, if you're a floral person, I have got some beautiful hydrangea paintings in there, some lavender, and so just kind of come in and take a look. And if you see something, feel free. I've got it on the buy it now. And I hope I've done all that right. I'm still learning how to do it. Now I'm going back in right now and I want to come in and just add some white highlights in now that I've finished. Thank you so much. Um, just come in and add, I'm going to add some white over this, and especially anywhere I feel like I've gotten a little bit too much blending where it's the green, because I really want that turquoise blue, sky blue looking color to really pop, and I want that yellow to pop. So that's kind of my goal on that. So I'm coming in, and anywhere I need to come back over with a little bit of blue that I want to pop some blue in, see how I'm just kind of coming in and adding those highlights in of the blue. And I think that makes it pretty. Hey, welcome in. Um, Sweet Erin, Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are painting art kits today. I sell adult art kits. Today we're painting the pumpkin, and I have about 50 something designs in my shop. When you buy an art kit from me, you get everything you need but a cup of water. You get specific detailed written directions with pictures. You get the paint, 3 brushes, plate, napkin, apron, everything you need but a cup of water is in my kits. And so you can look at those in my shop there and see. But great for just individual hobbies, girls' night, paint and sip. I have had women at churches, Sunday school classes, purchase them all, and then they would get together and have a paint night. And they make great gifts for somebody that loves to paint. And I've got so many cute designs. If you go in my shop, look at Honey the Highlander. Oh my goodness, she is so precious. So precious. Now I'm going to start on my pumpkin. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to hold it up, and I've got like a chiseled edge there, and I'm going to just go around and do an outline around the outer edge of my pumpkin. So if you had made any errors or anything around the edge, this here is going to kind of trim it all up for you and make it look nice and neat. So I've got that. I'm going to come in and I'm going to start working up. because I want to paint in the direction how the pumpkin flows. And I tell you this in all my directions that are in the kits, how what direction to paint, how to hold your brush. But if you don't do it in this direction, if I painted across like this, then hey Tammy, welcome in. If you paint across, then when it dries, your paint strokes are going to dry and show that way. So to make your painting look more realistic, you want to paint in the direction that the object or whatever is, how it would look naturally. So of course it would to naturally flow, it's going to come in this circle format like this. Let me scoot it over just a hair. So that's why I do that. So, but I'm selling paint kits. They come with everything you need. Tammy, I don't know if you were on when I showed one just a few minutes ago, but the kits come pre-packaged. They have everything you need but a cup of water. You get specific written directions, all the paint you need, 3 brushes, napkin, plate, apron. You just need a cup of water. And I was sharing this one earlier. This is an example, like this is my barn painting, it's in the shop, but it gives you specific picture detail directions here on how to paint the picture that you've chosen. So that comes with each one. So now I'm using my orange and I'm kind of taking my brush and brushing up just like this. And then I need to get me some brown on my plate here. All your paint will come prepackaged. You will have more than enough. You'll end up throwing it away. I would save it. If you want to do something else with it, you can. But I've come up with my orange. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of my yellow here. I want a little, like the sun's kind of shining down on it. So I want a little bit of highlight here. So I'm going to mix some yellow in. I didn't wash my brush out, and I'll tell you that in the directions. And I'm just going to kind of bring it down this way. And I'll take that yellow and just kind of overlay it and just kind of let it blend over on top of that orange. Isn't that pretty how that looks? You can see the contrast there with it. Okay. And now I'm going to take some of the brown and I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to outline that pencil line that's there and come up like this with it. And then I'm going to I'm going to make a few lines just with that brown, kind of come up and let that brown just kind of naturally come off of my brush up, kind of make it almost a little bit muddy. And that's how real pumpkin looks. So I'm just pulling it up just like that. I'm going to bring it up just for some detail. And do you see how natural that looks? And all of this is in your directions. So I hope you'll give my kits a try. Um, they are, I mean, I feel like they're very professionally done. I take pride in what I do. Um, and it's just fun. I love it. If you're looking for a hobby or if you know somebody who loves to paint, they make really good gifts. So I'm going to rinse my brush out and I'm going to start working. I'm going to go back and add some more details to that later, but now I want to start working on this other section here. So I'm going to come in here with my orange and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to start working up, painting up in that direction because I want those paint strokes when they dry, I want it to look natural. So I'm just painting up. Anytime that I outline, I hold that brush straight up where I've got like the brushes are fine, thin, and I just brush up just like that. So where y'all from? I can't keep up with it's hard to watch both. I apologize if you've hopped on and I haven't said anything. I get to painting and I lose track. Um, I don't know if let's see. Oh my God, yes, way too humid. Sweet air in Carolina. Are you from the Carolinas? North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm from near Augusta, so I'm about 30 minutes from North Augusta, which is in South Carolina. Um, all right, so I'm moving that brush up, coming around that line. Now I'm going to dip in my yellow and I'm going to work back down with my yellow. I didn't wash out my brush because I want that orange still in there. I want those colors to kind of mix together. South Carolina. Oh goodness. Do you mind me asking what part? And see how that orange kind of mixes in with it. You are kidding me. I went to Abbeville yesterday. I went there yesterday. We bought 2 recliners. Yeah, I did. And we ate. Let me see. Okay, let me tell you why we went first. We went. I found 2 recliners. These Smith Brothers, really nice recliners, on Marketplace on Facebook, and so we bought them and we went. And it took us. Let's see. How long? What kind of drive was it? It was a good distance. But we ate at this hot dog place, and you may know where I'm talking about. It is a hole in the wall, and it's like they're famous for their hot dogs, and it was like a bait and tackle or something. You probably don't know what it is, but that was the best hot dog, chili dog that me and my husband had ever eaten. Yes, that's it. That is it. And we got so tickled because we went in there, and my daughter, she was with us, and she said, I don't know if we need to eat here or not. She said, it's a bait and tackle, and they sell beer, um and they sell hot dogs and barbecue. It was delicious. We got down the road. I got a chili dog. My husband got a chili dog, and Lana got a barbecue sandwich. And they put mayonnaise and pickle on the barbecue sandwich. And I was like, I don't know about that. Oh, they do breakfast too. Huh. Well, Burton said, that's so fun. I cannot believe this. He said, it's worth a trip to ride back up to Abbeville just to eat at this place. But it was delicious. What do they have? Like biscuits and stuff like that for breakfast? We love biscuits. But the hot dog, the chili was not the best place is Refuel, huh? And what is that? Is that a place? It's a restaurant. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up, definitely. I sure will. Gosh, I can't believe it. That is so wild. I can't wait to tell my husband because we have been talking about that Saxon, and it said it was like had been there since like the 50s, I believe. I think it's what it said on the sign. And we were like, gosh, I know why it's been there so long because it was so good. Off Main Street, my aunt's family. Yeah, I know it. It's so good. Well, okay, so I'm gonna start at the bottom now. I've got brown. I didn't wash my brush out. Your family owns it. Oh, okay. We'll have to try it. Yeah. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Refuel. I will definitely look it up when I get off of here. I'm gonna try it. One of the things though, when we were at Saxon's, I had never eaten chili like that before. You know, when you think of chili, you think of red chili, and it's kind of, I don't know, not like that Castleberry or anything like that. But this was just like ground meat, and we never had anything like that. And when I looked at it, I thought, I don't know about this, but it was delicious. And one thing, when we were driving off and we were eating, we ate going down the road. We didn't eat there. Burton said, my husband, he said, you can tell it must be good because there was like, it was kind of like all the people from the community, you could tell, were sitting around in there talking. They had the table up by the register there, and they were like a bunch of men there sitting and eating. And you could tell that locals, and usually when you go off places like that and find good food, that's what it's going to be your locals that kind of promote it. So that is neat. All right. So those of you, yes, ma'am. Rough House is wonderful too. Hot dog stand. Stand on Main. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep all this down. I'm remembering it. Welcome in everybody. Check out my art kits in my shop. I am doing I'm painting one of my kits right now. My kits come pre-packaged with everything you need but a cup of water. You get written detailed directions, the paint, three brushes, plate, napkin, apron. All you need to do is get you a solo cup with some water, and you and a friend can paint, or you and your a group of ladies or men or whatever. I've got all kind of designs. I'm painting right now. This is one that's a kit that's online. Decided to do it this afternoon, and I'm just showing you. Your kit comes pre-traced, so you don't if when I do my paint parties, I always pre-trace because I know women when they come in, they um I would freak out if I went to a paint party and somebody just handed me a blank canvas and said, "Here, okay, paint, draw that out and paint it." I couldn't, I wouldn't want that. I want it to be enjoyable. So everything my kit has is it has everything you need, and the directions are so specific and detailed for you that you will enjoy the experience. So what I'm doing right now is I am coming in and creating my lines. I want it to look very realistic. So my directions will tell you how to hold your brush. They'll tell you what colors to use. And it's very, very easy to do by my directions. So I'm coming in now just like this. And I was, as if you just now joining, I'm painting in the direction of the pumpkin. So like when I'm painting over here, I'm going to paint around this direction because when the paint dries, uh, the direction of the paint will dry in the way you've painted it on there. So I wouldn't want to just paint crossways because the flow of the pumpkin, the actual design of the pumpkin is not natural that way. So that's the way I'm painting these. So I'm coming in now and I want to come in and I think I want to put a little bit of orange right in here. I want some little orange streaks coming in here. Move it up, and now that this is kind of dry, I'm just going to kind of come in and work that in there. Now I'm ready to paint my centerpiece here. I'm going to come in with some orange. I'm going to outline, hold that brush up straight, get that chiseled edge around the bottom so I outline. I'm coming around here and just outlining. Kind of tell me what you think about my kits. Do you think it's something that people would enjoy on here? I have not seen any art kits on Whatnot. I may not, may flop. I don't know, but I just thought I would get on and share. I love it. I'm passionate about it, and and I know the people around here. I sell so many art kits, and we live in a small town. Oh, thank you so much. And my studio I live right in town. And so I have a front entrance to my house, and then we have a back entrance. And I just leave my studio open. They'll order them online. I'll make them, set them at the door. They pay like Venmo or whatever, and they pick up and go. And then the neatest thing about the kits, though, is they will post them um, on my Facebook page when after they paint them, and that just does my heart good. That does my heart good. But I have a shop over in North Augusta though that actually sells them. They wanted to sell them, and so I was tickled about that. So she buys them from me and puts them in her little shop. She's got a little boutique. It's called, if you look it up online on Facebook, it's called the Rusty Pearl Inc. Rusty Pearl. She's incorporated. But now, see, the way I'm going to do this one and the directions to tell you is on, since it's the center um, part of the pumpkin, I will paint up this way and then I will paint around this way. See how I'm doing that? And that keeps the flow of everything. I wouldn't want to just come in here and go side to side and every which way. I'm staying in flow with the pumpkin the way the curves are. If that makes sense. So, hi Crosby, welcome in. I'm painting one of my art kits that I have for sale. They come with everything you need but a cup of water. They come pre-packaged with a pre-trace. This is one of my kits here. the pumpkin. If you look in my shop, you'll see that one. And it has pre-traced and you get everything. Um, this is one of my other kits here. They come pre-packaged and they have everything you need except a cup of water. You get specific directions and you get 3 brushes, all the paint you need to paint that painting. You get a plate, you get napkin, you get an apron, and all you need is a cup of water and maybe a glass of wine or a coffee or a tea and just a friend or right by yourself and just enjoy painting. And that's what I'm out here doing today. So I've come in now and I'm painting in the direction that I um I want it to flow in the just the natural direction of the pumpkins. And so I'm coming in with my orange and my yellow. And I'm not washing my brush out. I'm going in between those colors because I want see how that marries together right there. That's so pretty. And so now I'm going to come in, not washing my brush out. I'm going to come in with a little bit of brown and just kind of come in and put some little streaks coming up to make it look kind of natural. Just kind of like that. Get the brown off. Put a little bit on the bottom here. And I'll actually put like a at the as we paint, we'll come in and put like a shadow underneath our pumpkin at the end. So that's what I'm working on now is just getting this pumpkin painted. So I'm going to come in with some brown here and I'm going to outline. I'm going to come in and just kind of come up right through here with that and a little bit more brown on my brush. Come around and just kind of highlight, go up about midway like that. And I love the way that's looking. Boy, I went to Hobby Lobby today and it's Christmas. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all check out my art kits. They're buy it now on in my shop and they come with everything you need but a cup of water. I'm painting one of my kits right now. Just kind of making it fun doing it. This is the kit that's online. And I have about 50 something different designs in there. See something if you like. I would just so appreciate you checking it out. And this is my first week on Whatnot. And I was just telling these sweet people that have been on with me that I don't know if it's going to work or not selling art kits. I didn't see anybody else with art kits um, on here. So I thought, well, I'm just going to give it a try. Now I'm going to start with my orange and I'm going to work up. Then I'm going to come down with my yellow, my sunset yellow. So I'm coming in with the orange and I'm painting in the direction of the pumpkin. You've got the natural curve of the pumpkin here, so I'm going to come in and work up with that. Um but like I was saying, I haven't seen anybody with art kits, so I'm hoping there might be an interest. I'm gonna take my yellow and just start. I'm not washing my brush out, and it will tell you that in my directions. I'm not gonna wash the brush out. I'm just gonna leave that in, and I want those two colors to kind of marry together. I want almost like it's still orange, but maybe the sun is shining down and we're getting a highlight on that pumpkin. And so I'm coming in and just working those colors, painting in the direction of that natural curve of that pumpkin there. It's kind of coming together. Come in, I'm going to come in back in here and I can tone down any of that brown. If I don't want it to be that brown, I can come back in, add some of the orange on top, even put a pop of yellow in if I need to. See how that looks? It's looking good. So everybody doing okay today? We got a heavy rain pour here a little while ago. I don't know if it's the effects of that hurricane or what, but we did get a good rain here a little while ago. All right, so I'm going to come in and start this one. I've got the orange on my brush. I'm going to hold it up and come around, get that off. I'm gonna get a little bit of brown and come in here and outline that bottom here. I'll shade underneath it in a little bit, but that brown's gonna bring up that line there just right natural where that crease is in that pumpkin. And then put just a few little brown highlights, some streaks in there. Some of that natural white came off my brush. I didn't mean to get it, but I kind of like that. I may leave it. Yeah, I'll go back and add some more white on it. I'm just going to leave that. I like it. It's fun when the little natural things happen like that. Hey, Larry. Hey, LWPKM. Welcome in. Card. I can't card collects. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Selling art kits. Check out my shop. All my art kits come pre-packaged with everything you need but a cup of water. And they are 11 by 14. Just like this one is pre-traced here, that's how yours will come. Um, it will give you written detailed directions. They'll look like this. They'll come pre-packaged. They have written directions with pictures, your paint, your three brushes, plate, napkin, apron, and your detailed directions are like this. Like this is the barn picture that I have. See how detailed you'll do your sky. You'll start your fence. It tells you exactly what to do, what colors to use, when to rinse and dry your brush. It tells you everything. So I hope you'll give it a try. Check out um, my shop there, and I hope that y'all will try it. It is fun. If you need a gift item, they make great gift items. If you like to learn how to paint, I was a principal for 18 years and always wanted to paint, but never had the time. So when I retired, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to get some paint and I'm going to give it a try. And so I did, and I didn't realize that the Lord had blessed me with a little bit of talent, and I started doing some commission work. And I'm gonna come back over this with some yellow. See how I did that? Isn't that pretty? I love. See how that looks? Doesn't that look pretty? Um. So then I'm like, Lord, okay, you know I love people. You know I love to talk, and then I'm like, I know this is not what you meant for me to do, is to be cooped up by myself at the house painting by myself. So I had never been to a paint party. I'd never been to one. And somehow or another, and I do not remember actually how I got in it, but I had one and it just took off. And I've been doing paint parties with women now for 4 years. I've traveled all over Georgia. I've gone as far as St. Mary's and um, just businesses, churches. Um, and next month, I think I've got 8 or 9 scheduled already for next month. But when I go, I take kits because people always love to paint on their own. And so they will buy these art kits because they enjoy it so much, and it has just been a blessing. Doesn't that look pretty, y'all? How that just turned out. And I tell you step by step how to do that in the kits. So, all right, let's take some brown now and let's work up this side over here. And we're going to come around here, kind of highlight around and just kind of come up part way like that, just to give it some color there. And let's add some strokes of brown in here. I have not washed my brush out. I just went into that brown there, and just see how I'm flowing in the direction of the curve of the pumpkin. And I tell you all this in the kits. I love the way that looks. That looks so good. Please check out though, go in my shop. I would love for you to give it a try. Just purchase one and just see if you like it. Um They they are fun. And okay, so see how I've got that brown coming up? I want to kind of get it to where this side here has got a lot of brown, so I want to make sure it kind of make it balanced. I love the way that looks. I think I knit a little bit coming down though. What do y'all think? Maybe right in here, kind of make a little streak coming down there. Maybe a little bit right in here. Just trying to make it kind of look natural. I think that looks pretty. Maybe a little bit right in here in the middle. And I'm just holding my brush straight up. I've got that little chiseled edge on the end of my brush where it's kind of squeezed together and it's fine. The lighter you push down on your brush, the skinnier the line, the harder you push down on it, the wider the line. I love the way that looks right there. I think I'm gonna add, since I like the way that white looks, I think I'm gonna go in now and I'm gonna add some white around the edge here of this pumpkin where I didn't outline with the brown. I think I'll do that and maybe just kind of come in here a little bit. Just add a few little pops. I don't know, something about white on there just kind of makes it pop. So I'm gonna come in and just add just a few little strokes of white. And then we got to do our stem, and we've got to do our, hey, welcome in, welcome in. Then we've got to do our shadow at the bottom. I sell art kits, and that my shop is full of over 50 different designs, and the kits come pre-traced on your 11 by 14 canvas. You get a picture of the actual design there, so you'll have something to go by, and you have written detailed directions just like these. This is one of my other designs, the barn, but it's a like step one, paint the sky light blue, alternating colors, blending. Um, like down here, number 8, dab green on top of the green, but don't cover all the brown. Rinse and dry your brush. Really detailed directions. They come pre-packaged. You get paint, 3 brushes, plate, napkin, apron, and all you need is a cup of water. So that is what I have. But we're working on this particular one. This one here is in my shop. So check them out, and hope you'll maybe give it a try. If you don't, maybe you can share it with another friend and who maybe would like it. All right, so now we're going to work on I am gonna wash my brush out now, and I'm gonna dry it out, and my directions will tell you that. So I'm gonna wash out my brush and dry it off. Now I'm gonna work on my stem. I'm gonna go in just with the brown to start with, and I'm gonna paint in the direction like the natural stem would go. So I will flow down just like that. Come across the top. And I want to paint in the direction naturally, because when it dries, if I'm painting across like this, that is not the natural flow of how that stem would actually grow. So we would see natural lines flowing down like that. And so, welcome in, welcome in. Art kits for sale. Um, Such a fun thing to do. Good thing to do on a rainy day too, or a Saturday. Get you a cup of hot tea or um, a glass of wine with a friend. I had the lady I was telling you about this in South Carolina that owns the Rusty Pearl. She and her husband bought art kits. If you look on my site, they actually she let's see, he got the floral chicken. If you look on my site, you'll see it. And I cannot remember which one she got. She got the hydrangea and the vase. I have 2 hydrangeas, but the hydrangea and the vase is the one that she got. And they had a date night, and her and her spouse, they cooked supper, and then after supper, she said that they sat down and they painted together. And it may be on my Facebook page. I'm Principal Art Studio on Facebook. Um, but I guess I can say that. I hope that was okay to say that. Okay, so see how the pictures coming together? Looks good. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Sharon. That's my name. Welcome in. Thanks, sweet Erin. Thank you so much. So I'm painting down in this direction like this. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to get a little bit of white on that brown. I'm going to kind of dip back and forth, and I'm going to kind of come down and do some streaks that flow naturally in that direction. See how I'm doing that? Can you tell how it makes it, it gives it some dimension and depth. And see, all this is in my directions. So you'll come in and kind of flow in that natural direction. And it makes it look like that stem has got some crevices. And you can come back over with the brown if you want to highlight on top of that white that you went in. If you get too much, just go back over it. It's no big deal. Just paint over it like that. Okay, so I've got my stem. I think I'll come in. I want to put a little highlight, almost like there's a shadow reflecting. I'm just going to put a little bit of dash of yellow and maybe just a little hint of blue in there. And I'm going to do some of that blue on my pumpkin too, almost like it's reflecting. I'm not going to do a lot, but just a little bit on there just to make it pop. And like I said, when you get this, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But doesn't that kind of give it a little umph right there? And it brings that background colors in as well. So the last thing I want to do is I want to do a little curly vine in the brown off the side. So I'm going to take it off the side, almost like it's coming off the back side here, and just kind of come up. I'm going to twist around and just kind of do a little natural flow like that. Like there's a vine coming off the back from where it was. And then I'll take a little bit of white and just kind of highlight on that brown to soften up that look. Anytime you want to soften up a look so it's not so harsh, add a little white on top of it. Okay. And I'm going to do that around the top of my pumpkin up here too. I'm going to just add just a little bit of white just to kind of make it where it makes it look a little more realistic. You see how I did that? And even around the edge right here so it's not so harsh, like just a straight line. Just kind of coming around just a little bit with that right there. And it kind of softens it a little bit, and it's not like you've traced it. It's like it's kind of real. All right, now let's work on that shadow under the bottom there. I'm going to rinse out my brush. I always dry my brush out on a paper towel. That's why I put paper towel in your kit so that you can dry your brush off in between. You don't want to use wet brushes with water or anything like that. So I'm going to come in up under here, and we're just going to make a little shadow. I'm going to come in and outline underneath it here, just to get that flowing, and then I'll show you how we're going to mark make the shadow. So we'll come in and just kind of come around and just kind of work it back and forth. I come in and work back and forth and let that shadow just kind of go out so far there. That's far enough. Kind of come in and just so it's sitting on something here. Gonna come in and just mark that in like that. I hope you have enjoyed this with me today. I thank you for those of you why well, I'm using acrylic, and I don't need any water. The way I'm doing this here, if I did, it would run, and I don't need any water in my brush for these. It's wet enough, and with this particular painting here, you would not need any water in your brush. It would make it runny and just run. Now, if you were doing a dry brush technique or something and you needed something to help smooth the paint out, you could. But with this particular one, I would not. I would do just strictly the paint. I'd wash my brush out and dry it off. So Let's see. I really have thank you for showing all the details. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Cindy. Yeah, that's kind of my reasoning behind it. Um, I There's times when I might need, if I'm working on the background and it kind of gets dry with me, I might would dip it in some water just to kind of help smooth it out. But with this particular painting here, I didn't do that. So what do you think? I think it turned out really good. So, um, Cindy, I don't know if you've been on long, but I do art kits. I have like 50 something designs in my shop and they come prepackaged. All you need is a cup of water, and they come with written directions specific. And I'll show you an example of one in just a second. All the paint you need, you get 3 brushes, you get plate, napkin, apron. The canvas is pre-traced, and like the directions are very specific. It tells you step by step what to do in painting them. So, and I have just actually, this one is on in my shop right here. Welcome in. And so you can purchase this actual kit here that I've just painted with you online. And this is how it looks here. And this is where we've just painted this one here and had so much fun. And now, if you go to Hobby Lobby, they have 11 by 14 frames. They're like hanging on a hook. In my store, it's like back where the lamps and where all the picture frames are, and they're hanging. The actual canvas frames are. They're hanging on hooks. You could buy a farmhouse frame. Would look beautiful on this one. Let me show you one that I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my phone off this. I hope I don't make y'all drunk. But this is one of my art kits here. This is a 16 by 20, but that is a canvas frame. I meant a farmhouse frame there that I got at Hobby Lobby. Popped my canvas in it, and voila. This one here is one of my designs. The fall florals. You'll see it on the website. I have not put the hummingbird on there yet, but that is some of my designs there. So this is the one that we've been working on today. I'd sell art kits, and it I tell you what, I think I would hang that in my house. What about y'all? I mean, my kits are they are pretty enough, I believe, that you could frame, and I give you specific directions to actually do them where I feel like you would be proud of yourself enough that you would hang it in your house too. And everybody that come to my paint parties, they say the same thing. Man, I would hang this in my house. And when they start out, I'm like, trust the process, trust the process. And by the time we get through painting, they're like, golly, I can't believe I did that. But my directions are so specific. And let me see if I've got another one over here I can show you. Okay, so like this one right here. This is the picture here, the bicycle and sunflowers. So your canvas comes to you pre-traced. So I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's pre-traced on there, the bicycle and all. So it tells you step by step what to do. So paint the background with spots of tan, then paint white next to it. It tells you exactly what to do. Rinse and dry your brush. I mean, even that detailed. So, and it shows you the pictures, so it gives you the confidence of what I need to do next. So, if you and a girlfriend, or you by yourself, or you and a group of ladies got together and wanted to do this, it would be so much fun, and everything you need is right there, except just grab a solo cup of water and you got it. So check out my shop. I would just really appreciate it. Please follow me. If you would click on me and follow me right now, please. I just thank you so much, sweet Erin. Oh goodness, thanks for sharing about Abbeville too. I can't wait to tell my husband about those 2 spots. So thank you so much. Come back and join me again. Um, so anyway, I hope you've had a good time joining me today with painting this, and I'll be back on again, and um, I'll be painting again with you. Anybody got any questions about my kits? Please ask. Where are y'all from? I know Sweet Erin was from Abbeville. She shared that. We've been chatting. E Green, where are you from? We have we have been painting one of my art kits right now. I'm in northern Michigan. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sydney from northern Michigan. I've never been to Michigan. Ah, wonderful. Do y'all have some hot weather up here like what we've got right now? We have been burning up down here in Georgia. It was like 92 today, I believe, here. It's it's lovely if you get a chance. 74. Oh my gosh. That is perfect weather. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for it to be 70s here. If it could stay here in the 70s, that would be just awesome. Welcome, Shoptista. Welcome. The weather this week is, oh gosh. I know we had a spell here for a while where it was really nice. And then all of a sudden it jumped back up into the 90s. And I don't know, down here, we're about 30 miles south of Augusta. And it's just so humid when you wake up in the morning. The condensations on the windows from the air condition being on, and it's so muggy, so muggy. But thank goodness for the rain showers though, because at least it does cool everything off. For those of you who are just hopping on, I am new to Whatnot. This is my first week on. I am selling adult art kits. I am a retired school principal. My business is Principal Art Studio, and I'm retired principal. Been retired about 7 years. Um, well, it's been fun for me since Sydney. I haven't sold anything, but I have met some very nice people, and I'm a people person, so I've gotten just a blessing out of like the girl that was just on Sweet Erin, Carolina was on, and she shared she was from Abbeville, and it was so weird because we just went to Abbeville yesterday, and I mean, it's a good drive up there. I want to say it's close to 2 hours from here. And we went to buy some recliners that I'd gotten off of Marketplace, and now I've struck up a conversation with her and she shared with me some great places to eat. So that's kind of been fun. I haven't sold anything yet, but I know such a small world. And it's so funny because we ate at this little hole in the wall. I was telling her about we got the best hot dog at this little place, and she knew exactly where it was from. And she said it was Saxon, and I couldn't remember the name and all. But it's been fun this week being on. I do love people, so I haven't sold anything, but I know God's gonna bless me. And eventually, I'm gonna sell one at least. But my kits, they're on the buy it now. They come with everything you need, but a cup of water. And I've just spent let's see, I've been on a little over an hour now, and I've painted this. This is my kits are 11 by 14. This is actually one of the kits here, this design that's in the shop, but all my kits come packaged with specific directions, detailed pictures, all the paints you need to paint it, 3 brushes, plate, napkin, apron, um, and the directions are just very detailed. Like this is one of my detailed directions to paint the sunflower in the basket, this design here. And it just walks you through picture by picture, step by step, with written of how to paint that picture. Great to do alone. Welcome in, Elizabeth. Great to do by yourself. Great to do with a couple of friends. I've had people to purchase my kits like for Thanksgiving even. I mean, they would buy the kits after everybody ate. Everybody would get their kits out and sit around and have something to do. They make good birthday presents, just great gifts. Just multi-use. So check out all my designs. I think you'll find that my designs are very pretty. And one of the new one is Honey the Highlander. You'll see her on there. She's very precious. and very fun to paint, and the directions are very detailed. But I've just spent the past hour painting online and doing this particular painting here, which is one of my art designs. So go to my shop and check it out. And if you have any questions, anybody got any questions um, about my kits? Any questions? Welcome in, Elizabeth. Tanya, welcome. Um, like I said, I've been doing paint parties for the past 4 years. And usually, when I do a paint party, I will take kits to my paint parties because a lot of the people just enjoy it so much. So I started taking the kits with me, and I will take like a basket. Like I've got this one. This is another kit. Someone just bought this one. Let me show you this one. This one's online too, and it's really pretty. This is the Autumn Church. This particular kit right here, um, the Autumn Church, and see, it comes with everything you need inside. You get your directions, you've got all your paint, your brushes, an apron to put on, napkin, plate, everything. All you need is just a cup of water to sit down. Open it up and see how it's pre-traced here. You can see how I've got the trunks, the church is pre-traced and all. It was like I was telling earlier. If I went to a paint party and somebody just handed me a blank canvas and I didn't know how to paint, I'd probably freak out. So with all my paint parties, I always pre-trace everything on so that they feel comfortable and um, you know, feel like that they have some confidence that they can do it. And that has worked out the best for me, and I've gotten good feedback from all of them. So um anyway, that's what I've been doing. My business is Principal Art Studios. Like I said, I am a retired school principal. I've been retired about 7 years, and I was like, Lord, okay, I've been doing this all my life now, 30 years in education, and what do I do now? And he has blessed me so much. I like next month I have like 7 paint parties, and I will go. Let's see, I have one that's a birthday party for a teen girl. We'll have about 8 at that one probably. And then I have another one at Bordeaux Seafood and Steak in Thompson, Georgia. And I'll probably have probably 30 or 40 women at that one. And I take these kits, and the women, they just enjoy them so much. And they some of the comments that I get is they like the directions because it tells them step by step what they need to do and how to do it. And then I have some that are just creative already on their own, that they love having the design already created for them. They'll use my directions, but then they'll take their own spin on it too. So they may add some details that I didn't add. And that's what's the beauty of it. You can make it your own. So I'm just that's kind of what I'm hearing about it anyway. But if any more questions or anything about it, welcome in, welcome in. We're just talking about paint kits, and um I've been painting for the past hour. This particular kit here, this is the design, and the canvases come pre-traced, and everything you need but a cup of water comes in the kits. So I have about 50 something different designs. This is the Autumn Church. So every kit has all the supplies you need to paint that particular design. So they come with written instructions. You get paint, the canvas with the image pre-drawn. You get 3 brushes, napkin, plate, apron. Everything you need is included. So please follow me right now if you don't mind. Share this out so that other people can see. This is my first week on, and I am enjoying being on. I have enjoyed painting online and just chatting with people. I've met so many nice people since I've been on here today painting with you. And I hope that you will follow me, hit follow, and share out. I'd love to have some people coming on with me. So thank you so much for joining in today. We have been painting this pumpkin here. This is one of my art kits. I come in with a little bit more orange here on this one. My art kits, they come, you get 11 by 14 canvas, and it comes pre-traced. So before I painted this, there was a drawing of this pumpkin on it. Okay. The kits come to you packaged like this, and they have everything you need, written directions, paint, napkins, plate, everything you need but a cup of water. And the directions are very detailed. They come to you specific step by step here of how to do it. So this is the barn. This is one of my designs that's in the shop. Today I chose to paint this one online, and almost finished coming in, putting some highlights in on it. I've been painting it for the past hour and just chatting with people. But these make great activities for individuals, for groups, Sunday school classes, best friends get together, let's paint. And that's what these art kits are for. So, any questions about that? Susan, where y'all from? I've got Nito. Okay. Welcome in. Let me know where you're from. Please follow me right now. And if you'll share me, I would greatly appreciate it. Check out my shop. Um, Maybe someone might be interested in checking out one of my kits. I would so appreciate it. They come with everything you need, but a cup of water. And I walk you through step by step how to paint the design that you choose. So there's about 50 something designs in my shop, and your canvas will come pre-traced. It'll be pre-traced with on 11 by 14 canvas. You will get the specific written detailed directions. This is a sample of one here, pictures and written words of how to paint the design you choose. You'll get 3 brushes, all the paint you need to paint it, a plate, a napkin, an apron. All you need is just grab a cup of water and you are ready to paint. So that's what I've been doing. And I chose this design today to paint with you. This is one of my kits, and I think it turned out rather nice. I would frame and hang this in my house. What do y'all think? Would you frame this and put it in your house? I think I would. I think it's beautiful for this time of year. The background, I did it a little different. I always change it up as I paint, but this one here, the background, I kind of did a little bit more of the streak than I did in the muted colors. I wanted those background colors to really pop in this one. So, but I've been working on this one here, the pumpkin, and like I said, it is in the shop there. You can do the buy it now, and you'll find that. The colors I used in this one is sunset gold. I used burnt umber, I'm using canyon orange, and sky blue are the colors that would come in this particular kit right here that you get. And like I said, it'll come pre-traced and on 11 by 14 canvas, and you will get everything you need inside that kit to paint that particular painting. So welcome in. Hello, everybody. Tell me where you're from. I am near Augusta, Georgia, and my business is Principal Art Studios. I am a retired school principal, and I do paint parties and sell paint kits. And they make great gifts. They're great hobbies for anyone. I walk you through step by step how to paint a design of your choice. So you can look through some of my designs, and I can share some of them here. I've printed off copies just so you can see, but you can also see them in. This here is an actual design um, that came from. It's for more Christmas, but we've got that design. Let's see. People who like flamingos, that design. There's just so many. It's like a bank of just goodness. I've got the floral chicken. There's just tons of different designs. If you're a patriotic person, I've got the patriotic gnome. If you'd have been on a little bit earlier, you could have seen me do the beach scene. Um, and I'll walk you through step by step how to um, paint the painting of your choice. So, um, tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from? Any questions about my art kits? Any questions? Please share and follow. Follow my page and share out. I'll be painting. Um, as I go live in my shows, and I'll be choosing a different design tomorrow. I chose this one today, this particular art kit. Like I said, my art kits come pre-packaged just like this, and they have everything you need inside but a cup of water. You get specific written detailed directions that are detailed just like this, where it shows you step by step with pictures and how to paint that particular painting. You get all the paint you need. You get 3 brushes, plate, napkin, even an apron to put on so that you don't get messy. All you need is a cup of water to paint with my art kits. Today I have been painting the pumpkin. This is one of my designs in my shop there. There are lots of others to choose from. So be sure to check that out and look at that. I'm coming in and putting some highlights in here and my kits that tells you exactly how to paint. It tells you what brush to use. It tells you how to hold your brush, when to wash out your brush. And so all that detail is in these kits. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where y'all from? How is the weather like where y'all from? Oh my gosh, we're in Georgia and it is just like baking hot. It has been so hot. It rained. Now it's like a steam bath outside. Where are y'all from? So when I paint, I always paint in the direction. So like the pumpkin curves. So like this particular section of the painting, I would paint in this direction. And all this is detailed in the kits. So when you purchase one of my art kits, that's what you're going to get is the detail exactly how to paint it. So I've had some sweet people on with me today while I've been painting. Y'all have got to come back and join. Flag me, and go back and check when I'm gonna paint. I'll probably be painting tomorrow. I'll be posting a show. Come back on and paint with me and just join me, just watch and talk with me. I would appreciate it so much. This is my first week on Whatnot, and um, it's been a good week. I haven't sold anything, but I have met so many people, and I have just enjoyed being online and just being able to chat with people while I paint. I love to paint anyway, so but I'm trying to promote my art kits and I hope that you'll join me. So I am going to call it a day and I'm going to get off then if nobody has any questions. And I just thank you so much for joining me.
Sorry. I know how they got in. How? Paint abrasion pattern along the edge of the door. Probably fishing line. Hang on. Any prints? Maybe tomorrow morning. I'll be back for me. Get her. It's
Thanks, drugs, cash, maybe.
cheap for the girl. Well, not you. Just can't stop thinking about it. In my mind, it's a solid gold cheap.
Whatever it is. It's the last time they left metal.
Nope. I mean, it's mouth. God's pieces. Take a shot. Oh, Sharky too.
Yeah, Sharky.
Wrong place, wrong time.
So like